So previously on Islander Stu, we were killing the moss giants so that we were able to hit 43 prayer, just due to the difficulty that we were having with killing the head guards without it. Of course, due to the time it was taken to get the rune kite shield and the rune scimitar, we decided to put it on hold. So we unlocked the chunk north of the moss giants, the Graveyard of Heroes. The next two chunks had fairly simple tasks, the Fortress Wealthy District and the Savannah area. The tasks there were quite easy, so we didn't have to worry too much about them. But then that unlocked the final chunk that we have rolled within this area, which is the Fortress Bazaar. So let's start this episode off with a chunk roll here. So we do have 6 options in which we're able to unlock. I did get the leather gloves and the leather body. The leather gloves and the leather boots previously, and I've also got the steel mace from the necromancer area. So from this we have now unlocked Shazian Town Centre. Okay, let's see what chunks we're getting. So it's given us quite a few things. Adamant arrows, sticking out steel mace, mithril mace. Before proceeding any further, I think it could be worthwhile just doing a recap of the new tasks that we have now been given to us from the end of episode 2 and in the beginning of episode 3. So the easiest tasks out with the Blessed Bone statue and the gathering of the items, which we will get from shops, will probably be the thieving task, just due to the fact that we have the wealthy citizens, and then moving on to the pineapple pizza task, which we can obviously buy items from the store, the raw food. So there won't be any task in particular that will be difficult, it's just more the ones that will be more time consuming. So the cut ruby bolt tips and the burn a yew log, those two in particular are probably going to be the ones that are more time consuming than others, just due to the fact that not only will I have to spend all my time woodcutting for the fletching level, I'll also need to spend all my time woodcutting for fire making level. So I probably will just be gaining twice as much woodcutting XP than expected due to that. With that in mind though, I think it may be worthwhile just getting into this. And actually throughout this clip, as you can see in the background, I have actually obtained ones already. So they obtain a steel chain body, the maple short bows, the adamant arrows, and the mithril mace. That new chunk that I've just unlocked is absolutely fantastic. Not because only is it giving me many options in which I can now train other skills, but it's also not requiring many actual tasks to be done there, so it's not anything difficult. And as you can see here, I've just hit 23 range, I was going to say 30 range there. That's what my actual goal is. So just having a look there. So I'm now thinking this may be a valuable option to be able to kill the head guards. But obviously I'm going to have to get my range level up a wee bit higher, because at the moment it's probably still much quicker to be able to kill them through melee rather than using range. And I'll also need to think of a way to make money, because I do still need to use some money for the raw food and stuff like that as well. So money is still a bit tight. Well, not necessarily tight, but it's just the fact that I'm still trying to do tasks and not just kind of camp my whole entire life at the wealthy citizens, at least for now anyway. So we are just about to complete a task here, and that is wield/obtain the maple short bow. So we have now hit 30 range, so let's go there and wield that. Perfect, another task done. I've done a bit more thieving earlier on to get some more coins, to then buy some raw tuna to get my cooking level up, and with that in mind, that has now hit 55 cooking. While I was ending this video, I realised I didn't actually have a clip of me purchasing the adamant arrows, so I thought I would just produce this clip to show you that I do now have those adamant arrows there in the bank, and that now means that I've completed the task. So I've managed to get a bone statue there, and what we'll do, go into here, buy a chisel, and we'll chisel that down, and that's now another task being completed. Managed to just bag myself the black medium helm there, and that's just another task completed off, nice and easy. Another one checked off. Today at work I managed to finally get the rune kite shield. I was just unexpectedly just killing some head guards, as you do with the range, you know, it just makes it so much more easier. So I can just take my time, just killing them away, and I managed to get the drop. I'm just blessed that I've managed to get this after killing so many head guards. I finally done it, and we can move on from this chapter. With us now having gotten the black medium helm and the rune kite shield, we're now able to do 2 more rolls of the chunk. So we're able to do the Land's End area and then Port Piscadilly. So let's see what we're about to roll here. And we've got Runes of Mora. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if any tasks become available for that. Doesn't look like there has. Okay, what we'll do, uncheck all of them. We'll go over to Port Piscadillas now. So once again, I haven't looked too much into what tasks are close by. I just kind of want to get the ball rolling and see what we're going to get. And we have Hosidius Peninsula, and that has given us a task: smith a bronze bar, a bronze dagger, and could end. How am I meant to? I can't see a furnace. Okay, I'm not too sure what I'm going to do in terms of that bronze dagger situation, because I can't see an anvil or a furnace. So if I had a wee walk up to the ruins of Mora here, and there doesn't seem to be anything of really that importance. I can see an iron scimitar there. Let's trying to get your way around this area. It seems to be a bit more difficult than expected here. A little gap is just going to let us go through here. No. We'll just click away and see what happens. Oh, okay, right, up the steps, over here. So nice wee dock area, to be fair, but it's a shame that it's kind of just went to waste. There's some skeletons, but probably won't offer much in terms of drops and stuff like that. But oh well, at least we can say we've been here. So unfortunately, I've lost a massive part of the previous clip. So after visiting ruins of Mora, I then went up to visit the peninsula. Neither of those sections really had tasks, so I did just move on and roll the next chunk. So I unlocked the ruins of, the chunk above ruins of Mora, this Shazian chunk that you can see just now, and I also unlocked the chunk left of the peninsula, which unlocked 75 magic woodcutting requirement to get the magic logs. But the only clip I have, unfortunately, is me getting the tier 1 armor for Shazian armor. I did get up to the point of getting tier 5, but yeah, unfortunately all the files have corrupted. So it is just going to jump into the next part of me rolling chunks after this. But yeah, I thought I'd just kind of give you guys the heads up on why it's suddenly just going from, just new chunks loaded after, new chunks being rolled after a 30-second clip here. So currently just marking off which tasks I've done. As you can see here, I've done the Shazian. So that's these best in slot all complete. So I've also done smith a bronze dagger. And the next part I'm going to do now is the diary tasks. So this is steal from a Hosidius fruit stall. So let's get onto that right now. So I've just ran over to Hosidius just now, and we are going to do this task, and there we go, one task complete. So I thought I would just give you guys a quick update on what's happening now. So we are currently just training fletching, and we are just hit level 40, meaning we can now do willow longbows. And hopefully what this means is that we are able to sell these over to the general store to make some quite decent cash. So let's run over there just now and see if let's see how much money we make. So let's just sell these, 44 GP and then 253 GP for 22 of them. So 20 of the short bows, 44 GP for the 2 long bows. That's not too bad. Could probably do a bit more, but listen, we're not going to be too pernickety here. But yeah, hopefully XP rates are going to go a wee bit quicker now, the fact that we can do these willow longbows. But as you can see there, we have 46 woodcutting, 40 fletching, and 31 fire making. So let's just keep working towards the goals of U logs and the ruby bolt tips. We're still working towards a goal of 48 slayers, so we just got a wee XP lamp there, and with this XP lamp that should now be us hitting level 22. Yeah, thank God for that. And desert lizards unlocked, but still got a wee while to go. This is probably something I shouldn't be admitting, and I probably just haven't taken the time to properly look into this, but me being able to telekinetic grab this candle in the corner should then mean I'm able to get access into the dungeon in the Graveyard of Heroes just north of Land's End. So I'm just going to try that out just now. So I think I said in the previous clip about how I probably should have known that better, but actually I only just recently unlocked that chunk, so I wasn't able to get down here prior to that candle, like that light source anyway. But this is proven to be quite a difficult chunk, more for the fact that the monsters down here are quite difficult to kill, and also it's a lot of prayer flicking. But what is quite handy is if I don't want to prayer flick, I can just kind of pray on that altar. It does involve a lot of running back and forth, but it is what it is. I'm hoping that this is going to be quite quick, if I'm honest. The drops are okay, just a few bits of runes here and there, but yeah, let's see how we get on with this one. So currently jumping between killing those mage guys in that dungeon and training woodcutting and fletching, and with this should now us been hitting 60. Oh, now it's got a bird's nest, which is pretty decent. If I just hit this, if I just get this log, that'd be handy. And there we go, 60 woodcutting. That now allows us to cut yew trees. Of course, we still have a bit of time to go in terms of completing the other two tasks, but we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. So I have just recently hit the 60 woodcutting, and I'm just about to hit 50 fletching here. As you can see, the difference, I think I mentioned this previously, but the difference in XP, it'll take, by the time I finish this, I'll probably be about 70 plus woodcutting, but you know, these are the things that you have to do as chunk men. But yeah, just a wee quick update there, that's 50 fletching now complete. I think this level here is going to show you how long I've actually been here for, because that's me now just hit 25, or should be about to hit 25. So there, yeah, that's fantastic. As you can see, 56 fletching at this point, 64 woodcutting and 53 fire making, just as a wee quick update for you guys. But the main point was that Slayer level. So I have actually been quite heavily focused here on this fletching and fire making part of these chunks here. So with this should be us now hitting 60 fletching. Well, hopefully I've done the calculations right. Yeah, there we are, 60 fletching now being done. Only 3 more levels to go till we've got the fletching level completed. So there we have it, guys. We have now just hit 63 fletching. Thank God that this is now being done. I've been heavily focused on just getting this one completed. What we can now do is we can just focus on the fire making aspect of this. I think we're currently level 53. Yep, that's right. Hopefully not too long now till we're done. So 2 massive levels coming up here. We are just about to hit 65 cooking, and we're also about to hit 60 fire making. So once I finish cooking these bass, that should then mean we are then able to just go and do the pineapple pieces. And then of course, once we've done the 60 fire making, we're then able to then do the yew logs. And then I think that should be where we're at with then completing this chunk. I'll have to open up the chunk picker to double check, but that is us hit the 65 cooking, and as you can see there, pineapple pieces. And let's just burn the last few logs here to get this fire making level. So with these last few logs here, that should be us now with 60 fire making. Oh, okay, that's awkward. Let me just get an axe out of the bank here, and let's get a few logs to get 60 fire making. Okay, let's try that again. And this oak log should be 60 fire making. Come on, get in. So that's 2 massive tasks now complete. So we are just about to hit 75 thieving, and there we are. And with that in mind, what that enables us to do is to go over to the gem stalls in the middle. Quickly just jump out the window here. Go over to the gem stalls and steal a gem from the gem stall. And then from there, we're then able to get a ruby and then do the next part in fletching the ruby bolts. And there we go, another task complete. I quickly checked the rates of what it was to get a ruby. Oh no. Oh, 34 crafting. I don't think I can even train crafting at the moment. Oh, I've wasted so much time getting 63 fletching and I couldn't even do the task. I wonder if I'm missing something. Okay. Right. I'm just gonna have to. I'm just gonna see what we can do. I don't think there is any way that we're able to train crafting, but yeah. Okay. Right. Disappointing, annoying, but yeah. This is why I'm not very good at this type of thing. I just never really look into it, but yeah. Okay. I've quickly ran over back to Land's End because I know that there is a yew tree here, so let's just quickly light this one, and that is burnt a yew log complete. We will do the arrow shafts, and we'll stick the pineapple on the pizza. So that is 3 tasks complete. So I was having to do the arrow shafts from the yew log because I wasn't able to do the 63 collection requirement. So it wasn't as much time wasted. I did still kind of waste 60 to 63, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. But as soon as I get a primary way of that I'm able to train crafting, I'll then work on doing that crafting grind. So now those tasks are complete, we're now able to pick another Valamore chunk. So we have 7 of options available. I'm not really fussed which one I get. And we have got the Avium Savannah South. Is that going to give us any tasks? It's obtain a wooden shield. Okay. So just running into the new chunk here, I need to just run past these hill giants, and that is the wooden shield there. Pick this up, and that's now another task complete. So with that, oh nice, I'll just quickly do this, and then we can get the new chunk rolled. So with that chunk being unlocked, we now have 9 new chunks we can unlock. Let's see what we're going to get. Locust Oasis. Okay, so what does this unlock? Nothing. So quickly just running over, once again, I don't think there's anything massive here that we unlock apart from capybara, and who doesn't love capybara. I do have a farming patch. It's a tree patch, but once again I don't have actual any ways to be able to train farming. So yeah, it just seems like a lot of dead space. What are those items over there? Can I take them? Oh no. Okay. Yeah, doesn't seem to be very much going on over here. I can't get over there to see. I think it's just bones anyway. So yeah, with that in mind, then that means we can now probably just roll another chunk, unless there's something up here, which I'm very doubtful of. I do have teak logs, but that's about it. So yeah, what to do? Let's just kind of get into the next roll here. I'm really not too sure what I'm hoping to get from this chunk roll. So let's just see what our next chunk's going to be. We have been given Sunset Fishing Cove, and let's see what tasks it gives us. A 76 fishing and 75. Oh no, that was fletching. I've already got that. So the first building I'm going into is this fishing shop. Let's see what we're now able to buy from here. Hopefully it makes fishing a lot easier. We do have a fishing rod, a feather. Okay, right. So this is going to probably make fishing a lot easier than expected. I'm not going to have to fish anchovies until level 65 or something criminal like that. So at least we're probably able to do trout or salmon, hopefully somewhere. But yeah, you know what? I'll kind of just finalise adventuring around here, but we'll see what the next steps are for that fishing grind that we've now got ahead of us. So just nipped up to the bank just to get my money, so I was able to buy some feathers. So I've just bought 20,000 feathers here, and hopefully that will be enough to get us up to 75 fishing. There is a few spots that we're able to fish around, which for trout and salmon, which should mean this shouldn't take as long as expected. Not to say 20,000 feathers is any short feat, but yeah, we'll get this done. So some good news, we have managed to get the rune medhelm from the crypt. We've killed enough of those mages and we've managed to get the helmet. So that means we've now completed another task, and the task, at least for the Graveyard of Heroes, is now being completed, meaning that we're now able to roll a new chunk. But I think before I do, I think I'm just going to end the episode here, and then I'll start the chunk rolling in the next episode. So what I'll do, guys, I'll end this here and you take care. Bye for now.